Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. I am looking at the majesty of a Gondorian lighthouse, but that is not the lighthouse that I will be visiting. Instead, I am visiting one down in that direction. Yes, I know that's a mountain, but apparently there used to be a lighthouse in that direction, and now it's no longer there, except for some smoke that I see moving up, though that might be from the village. Let's head over to the lighthouse, Barrad Reel, and see what's left of it. It appears that the base of the lighthouse is still there, but the upper structure is destroyed, and yes, smoke is coming out of it. And I don't mean smoke from the beacon fire, but smoke from the destruction that was wrought upon it. Now, you would think that the Corsairs would have wanted to retain the lighthouse for their own purposes. After all, it is useful as a navigation tool, such as that one seems to still being intact, and I think the Corsairs may hold that one too. We'll have to find that out probably in about 5 to 10 episodes. Now, let's head over to Barad because we need to enter there. We have two different quests that ask us to find this place. And, well, I guess we're going to have to deal with this Corsair first before we'll get credit for entering it. Now, what do we have to do once we get inside? Well, that's sort of the question. Discovered Barad. I got credit for the epic quest. You have entered the heavily guarded grounds of a once great lighthouse. All right. Defeat Dugamil's Corsair lieutenants, two of them, and his Haradrim lieutenant. Let's also send the numbers of these people. I think there's a lieutenant is out here. And that could at least help us to some extent. Right? Somebody out here? Anybody know where there's a Corsair lieutenant around? Just making sure. Then let's hold on inside. Because we know there's going to be somebody. Oh, hold on. I found the lieutenant! Oh, that one didn't notice me. From both I said, am I going to have to fight 3 at a time? Well, no, not really. There you go. Your turn. You haven't bested me! You want to make bets on that? Alright, and he has 2 Corsair lieutenants who also need to be taught a lesson on how not to go around invading places like this. There you go. Now. Oh. Really? Really? Alright, fine. You want to die? You can die. I'm willing to oblige you. As soon as I turn my back, you attack. How about that? Typical Corsair fashion. Well, apparently there are no lieutenants there, so not to get inside. And I'm sure that these two aren't going to politely let me in, so I'll just have to show them that they should never underestimate hobbits. That's all I gotta say. Don't underestimate hobbits. Because if you do, you wind up on the floor. And I don't mean being asleep. Oh, hello! Trolls. Painful trolls. Disarming trolls. I wish I could disarm them. But that's another matter. Now, where was I? Oh, I had a feeling I got his attention. And the problem is we've got patrollers here, so I need to keep an eye out for them. And I guess I'm going to have to head up here. Oh, that's a Corsair Lieutenant. Hold on. I want him dead. There you go. Hi there. I have a feeling the other one's going to be upstairs. Because that just makes sense. It also makes sense that it's going to be throwing caltrops on my feet. For Dulgamil! You haven't bested me. Well, at least we know that he works for Dulgamil. That's useful information, I suppose. Right? Now, let's head up the stairs and just walk by these clowns without them knowing about it. So I don't have to fight everyone on the way up. Oh. I'm not going to be able to avoid him. Now, while I don't think that they necessarily implemented him to be more visually acute, I have a feeling he was likely to walk right through me, which means that he would have spotted me easily. Ah, here's the second lieutenant right here. No! Not a troll! Ah, come on. This is going to be painful. He had to be walking right next to a half troll when I started fighting him. Well, I'll have to do something about that. Actually, I think I may have them level 100. Hey, it's no fair being a level higher than the level cap. You're cheating! You're cheating! Okay. Apparently the troll isn't cheating. Wait. The troll is one who's not cheating? Well, that's a surprise. Well, let's see if I could find and to confront Dulgamil here. First, though, I need to deal with this guy. Oh, there is the... Alright, good. I got a moment here. Summon Dulgamil. Oh, here he is. Welcome to my humble palace. Looks like a Black Numenorian? Dulgamil, heir of Castamere. It ends here, Hobbit. I know not why you are in my presence, and I don't care for it. The blood of Castamere runs through my brothers and I. This land is ours. I have claimed this once great beacon of Gondor as my throne. Look how easy it fell. Azathor will have claim of Langstrad if it weren't for a band of warriors, and I would very much like to kill those who took Azathor's life. Azathor and Balachor are their own thrones to claim. May Azagor give me strength, and Balachor guide me to victory. Alright, so there are 3 heirs of Castamere. See, Osgothor. Those who took Osgothor's life. I have a feeling I might have been involved in that. I can't remember. Then we have Bellicor, which whom we met before, and now we have Dulgamil, who I better get around to fighting him immediately, because if I... Oh, Black Numenorian, definitely. Alright. Because I certainly don't want unwanted company arriving to interrupt this battle, right? See? That troll has respawned. My brother shall avenge me for your intolerance! Dulgamil's stare sends a chill through your spine. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Hello, Aras.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Pineleaf, it's good to see you again. I'm just about to head north to Erichar's encampment. I will give him the meeting place that Harrion suggested. You ask where that meeting place is? Oh, I'll let Harrion tell you, for it is not my place. We shall all return to Linhere together. For Gondor! For Gondor, alright. So, what's this all about?
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Ah, you've returned! You provided Gondor with light in these dark times. I am sure others will look up to you as much as I do now. I suppose you mean figuratively, since it'd be difficult to do that literally. While you were conquering the forces at Barad-Reel, Aris and I managed to defeat a half-dozen scouts, a mere grain of sand next to your momentous deeds. I suppose we all do our part in this conflict. We have dwelt here too long, my friend. The time has come to meet with my brother Erchar and return to Linhere. All right?
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
The time has come to return to Linhere for Erchar and I. Come with us, Pineleaf, and we shall all return victorious thanks to your deeds. Garvir will welcome us back with open arms. Together we can repair Linhere and defend it from the Corsairs. First, we must pay our respects to those who had fallen in battle during the noble protection of Dor and Ernil. Let me know when you're ready and we shall begin our journey. Alright, suppose we could do that.
Brothers Erchar and Herion return to the site of a battle that drove them apart. You accompany them to pay respects before the returning journey to Linhere.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
You've made your way back to this place of grief with Herion, and I thank you for returning us to our return to Linhere. Alright, let's hear how the conversation goes. Brother, it is good to see you again. We've accomplished much for Gondor in our time apart. It is good to see you as well, but this is not a joyous time. I look around and see only death. I see noble men who sacrificed themselves for our land. Pineleaf defeated the leader of the enemy. Victory is at hand, brother. I persuaded you to take to the dunes, Herion. Now I ask that you return to Linhere. I shall not bicker any longer with thee. Come, let us pay our respects. Erchar, I too care for these men. Do you care about Garville? I care about winning this war. If you do not apologize to Garvir, I will do so in your stead. I've done no wrong. Quiet now. Let us pay our respects to these poor souls. So I need to kneel before the brave warrior. Okay. First Gondorian. Next. Oh, I am supposed to... Well, at least it allows me to kneel to him afterwards. Even though I forgot to do it before I buried him. Alright, there you go. So that's what I need to do. I need to kneel to them and bury them. Okay. Now I understand. So let's kneel. And bury. There's 2 more. I'm surprised. It's interesting that's a kneel instead of a mourn that they have us do, but I suppose that acknowledges what they did for the war. Now, who else is left? Ah, here he is. Is anything else going to happen?
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Erchar does not see the greatness that we have accomplished, only the loss. Do not mistake my words, for I too am saddened by the difficulty of our enemy and the lives that they have taken. What I ask is for hope for my brothers to get through the dawnless day.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Hirion is stubborn, and I cannot see that I have made a mistake in riding west into the enemy. This is not a decision I wish to make again, be it rash or wise. Come, let's return to Linhir, where I shall apologize to Garvir for my absence and for Herion's. And here are the brothers all together again.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
So we don't always agree. My brothers and I must stick together. We're stronger as one than when we were apart. I thank you again for your assistance, Pineleaf. We could not have reunited without your help. If only my father, Cormaldir, were alive, I would use this guidance in these dark times. And we get a... Okay. The strong ring of the prince is the one that has agility. I would have thought it would be the one with might. Oh well. Now, of course, we have to deal with Ingald. Hello there, I finished investigating that lighthouse for you.
I do not want to weigh you down with our troubles, but...
The Corsair fleet is making poor time on its way to Peligir, for they often stop to pillage the coastline. They believe victory is so near they need not hurry, and I fear that they're right. I don't want to weigh you down with any of our troubles, Piney, but you've already helped us. A child has gone missing. No one knows for certain if she is lost, but none have seen her since the last Corsair attack. If you could investigate their camp to the northeast, I would be in your debt. My friends have already suffered so much of late. Losing their child, Ronio, will be the gravest hurt of all. Very well. I will head out and find Ronio. Back to the Corsair camp, where we had to deal with a few more of these. And let's see what... Ronio is not here, but a ragged doll catches your eye. Well, I don't know whether it belonged to the Corsairs or to Ronio. I guess we'll have to... Well, how I would know, I don't know. Well, what are the odds of it belonging to one of the Corsairs? No idea. Depends on whether or not it was designed to be an effigy or a toy. A yellow-haired doll has seen better days. So where did Ronio go then? I've gone quite a distance and I haven't seen any sign of her yet. So perhaps I've gone in the wrong direction or something? What a nice little spot. Hold on. Oh! I think I found her. Hello?
Fear not. I have lulled the child to sleep with my song.
You're not like the others that have come to these lands of late, young one. I sense in you a concern for this child. Fear not. I lulled her to sleep with my song. She will not wake until she's rested, and the cares that spurred her here are eased. She's safe. I am Roamingstar. What is your name, and what is that figure that you carry? Roamingstar. Oh, this I believe is the girl's. After a time, Roamingstar gently sets the doll down next to Ronio's sleeping form.
Not all who come this way have kindness in their hearts.
Yes. There are those who wish to harm this land and its people, and they will find no welcome from me or my sisters. Roamingstar opens her golden hand and reveals a number of pebbles. They are worn smooth by the currents of the Gilrain. Leave these pebbles on flat stones to the south, Pineleaf, away from the banks of the river. For this small favor, I will give you the blessing of Gilrain. Very well. Looks like I found one of the sisters of the Gilrain. Sort of. Sort of the folk of another one of those river maidens. It's been a while since we've run to a river maiden. I think we should be finding some of these stones soon. Right, hold on. Ah! Yes. A nice flat stone. That's a wolf. Oh, she keeps a watch wherever the stones are? Alright. I suppose that's nice. Now let's see if we can find another stone. At least they're flat stones this time instead of standing stones, because we know the nasty things that have come from the standing stones that are in the area. Oh, hold on. Ah! More wolves. They seem to love this place. Well, I will have to get rid of the interlopers. Maybe they're trying to do nasty stuff to the stones or something like that. Well, there's the second one. Now I just need to find one more and we shall be done. I guess I was expecting them to be in a triangle or something like that. Similar to what we did when we were in I think it was way down in the North Downs near that Elven stronghold. I think you had a triangle of them or something like that. Ah, there's the third stone right there. Not guarded by a wolf this time, but we got a frenzied Hendrival there that refused to let me pass by. Well, so much for that. Now, there's the third one. Now, let's get back to Roamingstar. I suppose it's redundant to tell her that I completed the task, considering that her influence spread each time I put one down.
It has been long years since I cast my eye beyond the banks of the stream.
I thank you for this favor, young one. It's been long years since I cast my eyes beyond the banks of the stream. When last I did, it brought only grief. An elf maid tarried on the banks of the Gilrain, lulled to sleep by the beauty of my song. She was reminded of her home, and I was delighted in her presence, for my sisters had gone away, and I was filled with loneliness. But she was needed, and when she awoke the delay had cost her the life of her love. He was an elf lord and a prince, Amroth by name, and he waited for her, but she never came. He died believing she was lost forever, and when she awoke, it was he who was lost. Roamingstar's words trailed in silence. After a moment, the girl Roniel stirs. Oh, hello there.
Oh, hello. Are you a friend of my mother?
Oh, I was separated from Mother during the fighting. I ran and ran, and at some point I dropped my doll, but when I was just so tired that I fell asleep. I think I had a lovely dream, but I can't remember much of it now. I suppose it's the time to return to Lynn here? Oh, do you think it is safe? Tell my mother that I'm on my way home. Her name is Mornil. Very well, I will tell her that you're safe now. It appears that Roniel arrived before I did.
My daughter Roniel has returned, but she had an unusual story to tell.
Yes, I am so glad that she's safe, and I'm grateful for the kindness that you've done for my family. She's had an unusual story to tell, and I must say, I'm not sure that I believe it. Roniel says that she met the River Maiden of the Gilrain, but she's just a legend, is she not? One of Linhere's traditions involves floating reed baskets on the stream in honor of such a creature, but I didn't really believe in the existence of the five sisters. Is Roniel making up the story? She must be! She must be.
My mother does not believe me, but I can convince her.
You can? Why? How? Oh. One of the stones, of course. One of the stones. What next? We have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.